Good morning, everybody. You tuned in once again to Crag. So what are we going to be talking about today? Well, today we're talking about the best place to be getting our information, whether that be the mainstream media or the independent sources that are out there. You know what I mean? It's a good question, right? Before we get into it, it's tip of the day. So as promised, my tip for you today is this: buy yourself this book. I did promise about 3 videos ago that this would be your tip, and it is. You know, buy this book. It's called The Art of Peace by Morihei Ueshiba. It's fantastic. Right, so that's tip of the day done. Let's get on with it. So then, when I see situations like what's going on right now in the world, I mean, for context, it's Tuesday the 8th of April 2021. Now, you know, you got to look around and see that the state of the world is fucked, alright? It's just fucked, isn't it? But the fact that people are, you know, en masse trusting in the institutions such as the government and stuff like this, you know, and reverted back to some sort of, I don't know, mentality of needing to be babied. It fills me with a great sense of disappointment in the human race. I know that that's a bold statement, but it's true nonetheless. Because yes, you know, it makes me feel disappointed in the human race to see that the predominant amount of the people, even though past history, you know, goes against all of this. What I mean by that is, you look at past histories of the government and how they've dealt with the people, it will tell you all you need to know about the way you ought to be thinking about them, you know, and whether or not you should fucking trust them in the first place. You know, I shouldn't have to tell people, little old me, you know, Mr. Cragcore, shouldn't have to tell people to not trust the government. Because, you know, and to not trust the mainstream media and all of this shit. Because that should be blindingly obvious. Now, I mean, I saw a video the other day, and it was talking about this Pavlovian Conditioning vibe. And it was, you know, there was a fundamental point, which was 60% of the population is, you know, it's 50-50 whether or not they can be hypnotized and manipulated by the Pavlovian Conditioning, right? Look into what that is and you'll see what I mean. 20% of people can just be hypnotized and manipulated no matter what the fucking thing is, you know, no matter what the cause is, they can just be manipulated, no problem. And then there's the other 20% that can't, no matter what. So you've got the extremes, you know, the extreme easy ones that can just get controlled no matter what it is. Then you've got the extreme difficult ones that aren't able to be controlled no matter what it is. And then you've got this 60% in the middle, you know, the majority, which, you know, they're able to, given the right sets of circumstances that are, you know, individual to them, that are, you know, you can see where I'm going though, right? Yeah. I don't need to keep bashing it, but you can see where I'm going. So my point is, you know, we're looking at the world like this. Let's just say that this is the truth. Well, you know, the 20% is already lost that can be fucking manipulated and hypnotized by things such as TV shows, to TV programs, let's call them what they are, the programs for your mind, these people are already lost, you know, they can be lost by these things. Fuck that, you know what I mean? That's never going to ever be brought back, in my opinion, right? Someone letting me through there kindly. Didn't really give them a choice. Anyway, and obviously the 20% that can't be manipulated, don't need to worry about them either. Just this 60% of bulk in the middle. That's what we need to worry about. And they're the ones who I'm truly disappointed in. Because by the sounds of it, you know, by the sounds of this whole structure, you've still got a choice. You know, ultimately, if you're at the extreme of one level of you can be manipulated no matter what, well, you ain't got a choice, have you? Because you're just fucking weak. And you're going to be manipulated no matter what, all right? Whatever that reason is, whether it's fucking genetics or whatever, you're just going to be manipulated no matter what. So I suppose, whatever, you know, it ain't really your fault. The people that can't be manipulated and hypnotized, yeah, well done, you know what I mean? You came out on top. You know what I mean? When God was dishing out fucking brains, you went twice around. And God was like, what's up, bro? Here's a second helping. You know, old Oliver there, can I have some more? This time it was, yeah, sure you can. But like I'm saying, it's the 60% in the middle who I'm disappointed with. Because by the sounds of it, you still got a choice. You know, you're the open-minded ones, okay? That should be, I don't know, man. You've got the ability to choose whether or not you want to be this way or this way. And a lot of the time, you choose to go with the easy lot. You know what I mean? Them who can just be manipulated. But you see, you know, what it comes down to is just opening your eyes, man, and keeping your fucking brain from being blocked. Because you got to look at society, man, and all of this shit that goes on. It's there to keep you not looking at past histories. It's there to keep you not looking at shit like the way the government have treated the people in the past. It's there to keep you focused on how they're fucking doing right now. Now you look at half of this stuff that's gone on in the past. You know, there was all the mining stuff, you know, the mining strikes. The government raped the country, man. Everything about that situation, even though it seemed like it was decent on the outset, you know, getting people to buy houses and shit, it basically put people in a position where they were now slaves to the state, man. You know, there wasn't really much independence left after all of that, was there? Because now people are afraid of losing all that shit. So, all of these things, you know, look at the fucking Afghanistan war. Look at what happened there. The people cried out. They said, we don't want to go to war. I remember that shit. People were saying, no war. I know people that had shit up in their front windows, you know, in the living room windows, that was saying, we don't want to go to war. The people stood together, but guess what fucking happened? The people still went, well, the government still forced the people to go to war. And look what's happened, man. The world's turned to shit since then. We've had all kinds of shit happening. Now, it goes further and further back. Look at the Great Depression in America, man, where the fucking, you know, the money system crashed. People got robbed then as well. I mean, turned into this whole social security number vibe. And like birth certification, where, you know, you're basically now a number in the system, which means you're a fucking cattle. You know what I mean? You're a piece of livestock with debt attached to your name. You should look into that shit. It's disgusting. You know, you've been sold to the state. All of these things go to show you that the government does not give a fuck. Since when have they ever listened to you? And more to the point, since the media, like this mainstream fucking news vibe, since they're the mouthpiece of the government, since when are they going to be fucking trusted? I mean, look at all of this shit recently with Meghan Markle and Harry, you know. HRH. Fucking, he ain't my Royal Highness. Ain't no one fucking higher than me, you know what I mean? And ain't no one higher than you either. You need to remember that. There ain't no Royal Highness vibe. Fuck all of that. Highness. Fucking how's about equal, yeah? Anyway, this geese and his missus been treated like shit by the media. Everybody's fucking going, oh yeah, well, this girl, you know what I mean? She don't know what she's on about. Making you love the royal family. Making it out like the royal family are being persecuted by this one woman. What a load of bollocks. What a load of fucking bollocks. Oh yeah, one woman can come along and fucking ruin the royal family and persecute them all. More like it's the other way around. And the fucking media are spinning it to make it look like that. I mean, you fucking use your brain. How is that possible? You've got an institution such as the royal family of Great Britain, even though they're fucking Germans and Nazis. Anyway, you've got this horrible lot that are, I mean, well trained in manipulation and spinning like stories for public relations and shit like that to make people think that they're better than who they are, which is why they changed their name to Windsor in the first place back in 1917 from Saxe Coburg Gotha. Fucking Nazis. Fucking Nazis. Anyway, all of this shit's been going on. And you think that one fucking woman can like, can persecute them? A woman of minority can persecute them? I fucking doubt it. I mean, I might have to go out on a limb here and say, I fucking doubt it. Because, I mean, she ain't Frodo, you know what I mean? She ain't going to Mordor. just a normal woman, you know what I mean? Shit on a fucking stick. But yet people eat it up. People are like, oh, fuck her. Eating the mainstream media like, yo, this is tasty. Get it down, me son. What a load of shit. That's what I'm saying, though. If you open your eyes and you look at all this fucking shit that's being spoon-fed to you, you can see that these people aren't trustworthy. So why then? Why on earth is it like, I don't know, that the majority of the population of planet Earth are taking it and just believing it? When there is so much out there that if you open your eyes and look at it with a skeptical mind, you know, and a fucking, you know, just with an open eye. One eye would be enough. Fucking hell. You'd be able to see the shit. But yet people are just literally, you know, this 60% in the middle are just happy to be taken along. You know, like a ship on the ocean just sailing along with the tide. You know? What a load of fucking bollocks. And this is my final point.
Perfect.
I'm very disappointed. But you see, it's not the end. Because if you take the time to look at things and to listen to people and to sift through the information on the internet, you'll be able to give yourself a more wider scope of what's going on in the world. I'm not saying believe everything you read on the internet, because that's fucking stupid. But you should look at it nonetheless. Look at the stuff that's even so far out there that it seems as though it might not ever be true, because that will open your mind up enough to accept extreme possibilities. So when it comes down to accepting things, you know, like some of the stuff I've been talking about today that you might not have thought about in the, you know, in the past, it becomes a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit easier to believe, because you're already kind of like, you know, accepting extreme stuff is a possibility. Not that it's true, but it's a possibility. Because remember, in our grand universe of infinite possibilities, you know, anything's possible, right? So just try and keep an open mind. Look at the information on the internet, because I dare say, you know, these people that are giving out information for free. They're not benefiting from it. You know, all of these people that are out there just researching stuff on their own and putting information out there, this independent media, this independent information, independently sourced and given information, with it being less corrupted, given the fact it's not part of the corruptible organisations such as the mainstream media and stuff like that, the corruptible system, I would say that it's worth a look at least, yeah? You know, look at the institution of society. See the way it's built up. Look at how it's built and maintained through fear tactics, through, you know, fear through being, you know, poor, hence the need for more and more money. You know, the capitalist system. Look at how it is, how it's maintained. All right, look at how it's set up. Then look at how, you know, something independent could be set apart from that, and therefore render itself slightly more credible. Now, like I said, sift through it and treat some stuff with a pinch of salt. Don't allow yourself to get taken for a mug either way. Whether it's independent or, you know, the mainstream. But only, you know, once you've looked at all of the information surrounding a situation, are you able to get a more neutral and, you know, clear overview of the situation, and then you'd be able to make a more educated opinion on that particular subject. All right. Now, I hope I've made myself abundantly clear, because that's the final point out of the way. So, it's the time you've all been waiting for, and I got something special for you as well coming soon. But guess what? I'm not going to tell you about it. It's something really special. But for now, let's get on with it. It's Reader's Corner. Right. So if you haven't seen one of these videos before, Reader's Corner is where I flick a page at random and basically read the daily proverb which is on the page of The Art of Peace, which I'm sure by now you're looking forward to since it was your tip of the day. Right. So here we go. Let's flick this page. Right then, and I've got a feeling it's going to be a profound one. Look, there's no folds on the page or anything. This is quite literally at random. All life is a manifestation of the spirit, the manifestation of love. And the art of peace is the purest form of that principle. A warrior is charged with bringing a halt to all contention and strife. Universal love functions in many forms. Each manifestation should be allowed to free expression. The art of peace is true democracy. Wow. Who are you? Are you a warrior? You know, wielding the sword and living by the standards of the art of peace? I hope so. Okay? Right. I hope you enjoyed that. That was Reader's Corner. And this is Crag. I'm signing off. I'm going to wish love and peace to all things everywhere. Peace.
Now is the time for me to rise.